What is going on? I'm zmoT, and it has been a whole thing. I know I didn't make any sneak peeks for the Boom Pass, even though there was a Zooka skin that I've been sitting on and knowing about for quite a long time. My Boom code has expired, code zmoT in all of the sources. Last week was my birthday. I was away for work, my nephew's graduation, my son's racing in the provincial/state championships, my daughter playing in the district championships for fastball, my son doubleheader, a bottle drive. Like, it's been a minute. Those are the things, like, those are literally all actual things that just happened. But we're gonna jump into Warships. We are late. We are almost at that dreaded 6 out of 6. This season is super interesting, but there are a bunch of problems, and we'll get into those in a second after we click that wonderful claim all button. And of course, the leaderboard is broken, so if you're in a task force and you're trying to check other people's bases and things like that, it just doesn't work. So that's a bit of a pain. So do keep an eye on me on the Discord or Telegram or YouTubes or Twitters or whatever it might be. I'll be giving you the goods. Now, this part was really well thought out. Clone Riflemen are great, but they take hours. I personally think that Clone Riflemen need the same loading times as regular rifles because it takes 3 hours to reload your boats. And when you get here, you're like, well, I can't upgrade my landing crafts. What is going on? So, obvious details that would have been covered in a sneak peek. None of these chests have any upgrade tokens in it. So, this season, less so than any other, it doesn't really matter as far as your rank. Does matter for keys, definitely, but doesn't matter for upgrade tokens, which is pretty neat and interesting. Do know that without instant training, though, you're going to do things a little bit differently. That's what I'm going to cover in this guide because I am going to be staying at the 2 engine room level. Beastly player named, I believe, Viridian just got to rank 11 in 2 engine room. So that's what I am going to be doing to start with here, which means you're going to be unlocking a few different things. It means you're going to be going and getting Dr. Vitamin here. Leave him at tick 1. Do know that Dr. Vitamin has been changed in the headquarters level 28 upgrade. He now does all the things. You get like armor and speed and health and fairly great, but we're going to leave him at tick 1. We are going to get machine guns up to tick 4. Probably should make gosh darn sure that we get a troop. That is going to be these guys. We are going to get that, and we're just going to hang out down in here. We don't have enough keys quite yet, but we do need to make sure, and this is the awkwardness. Normally when I first jump in, I use all my tokens to get that landing craft to max, and then come around, but with having to unlock that node, and by the way, you have to get that node. By default, everyone has enough keys to get that node, so I was a little bit concerned that someone would unlock something else and not have enough for upgrade tokens and be stuck with tick 1 everything. But thankfully, they did think of that, so you're not going to have that problem. And then getting all this stuff up to tick 4. Tick 4 on all of the things. We will get mortars next, and then we'll slowly move forwards. Very different than any other season in that regard. And we are going to get our flares up to tick 3 so that we know they'll actually get us to where we want to go. And tick 3 flares always seem to be the magical point. I know some people dispute that, but tick 3 is the answer. And then building back into a base that's already set up because I have magical tricks. And then we're just going to jump in. And I don't fully know exactly what the story is here. I'm going to throw 1 boat in for the second, and then we'll just jump into my first battle of the season, and we'll see how it goes. And do we dare go something like, you know what? I'm going to do something stupid. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 with a U, and then we're going to flare directly onto the engine room, which might be a terrible idea, but that's exactly what we're going to do. And then we're going to drop all this stuff over here on this left-hand side, and I should have dropped that way earlier, but you have to learn somehow. And notice how quickly Dr. Vitamin is getting our troops towards that engine room. So Dr. Vitamin definitely interesting this season. I just totally screwed that attack up. Clearly, we should have just ran through that entire base. So we're going to pick up our first L of the season. Going to bump Sandra up into rank number 7. We were close, though. That is the crazy part about this, is we were close. So Dr. Vitamin doing magical things for us. And now we're just going to switch down to one vote of our good friend Vitamin, and then just drop all of this stuff in here, and then just get cruising. Just flying through all of the things as Dr. Vitamin gets everyone excited and gets them moving forwards. And this is where Vitamin doing wonderful things. And then we'll just get our Tick 3 flares, and look how fast everyone's running towards that next engine room. And we got a 338. So Dr. Vitamin, probably skipped him going forwards if you're going to get heavies, but at the 2 engine room level, pretty darn good. And did we win? Yes, very, very much so. Getting into rank 7, moving up and forwards, and now we have enough keys to go get mortars. And same thing with mortars. We're going to get them up to tick 4. We're going to drop them into their allocated spots. And then we're going to pick them all up, because let's be honest, you saw exactly how that attack worked, so we need to protect against that exact attack. So we are going to just load up all of our stuff in this sort of neighborhood. And again, this base is from Viridian, and I really, really hope I'm saying that name correctly, because I don't tend to do well on Telegram, because the people's Telegram name is one thing, and then their Boom Beach game name is another thing. So this base should help protect against people just running through it like we just did. Reminder, this right hand side ramp is slightly shorter than the left hand side ramp, so for a base race we definitely want to protect against that ramp. And now we're just gonna drop all of this stuff bit by stinking little bit. And there are no mines, which is pretty darn nice from an attacking standpoint. You saw just how quickly Dr. Vitamin kept our troops alive. And without what I did this season was I opened my other account first, my headquarters level 16 account, just to see what the basic play was, because it does not have instant training, and that's my general move now, is I want to see how it goes without instant training before I start blabbering and giving you guys ideas. And of course I can't disable instant training on this account, so do know that without Dr. Vitamin you lose way more troops, and like I said, clone rifles take 3 hours to refill your bases, so you really, really don't want that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Dr. Vitamin out first, or at least close to first, because I want him to get moving up. I don't want him to get shot in the face by that sniper tower, but I definitely want some speedy action from my troops, just completely and utterly ignoring those flamethrowers. We have lost like 2 troops. Dr. Vitamin doing a fantastic job of keeping our troops alive, and we just got a 338 as a result. So I know that a bunch of you might have Dr. Vitamin just by chance because you wanted to go get machine guns, but do not sleep on him. He is going to keep your troops alive, he's going to make your times way quicker, and as a result you're going to be able to climb up those charts pretty darn quickly. Now, I kind of doubt protectors are useful, but do know that they were buffed by Supercell, so maybe we'll throw one in just for the kick of it, just to see if they're any good whatsoever, and then we'll see how that goes. So, yes, I know I'm only in rank 7, but come on, we just started. Come on, give me a bit of a break here. Doing alright, getting good grades, and they're only getting better. And this is where I kind of doubt protectors are going to do anything useful. Like, it seems like not doing anything useful at all, but maybe we'll be able to check to see if we lose any fewer troops or more troops or whatever the heck it might be. 337, 338, 336, basically every single attack, and that's where that straight line of defenses is. Oh, Cancer Boy, someone born in May, I suppose? That's what that means, right? May, early June? No, that's June. That's right now, isn't it? I'm terrible with these sorts of things. Anyways, this will be the last attack. This will get you going. You can get up to rank 10 or 11, and we're going to get rid of the Protector. We're going to throw a second boat of you guys in, and then we'll just get all of this stuff running. And you see that my flags there are slightly right of center on that engine room. We probably want to get that line as straight as we possibly can, and then just getting a move on. We need to throw that flare while our troops are still hitting that engine room, and then we'll just keep throwing flares. Actually, you know what? Don't keep throwing flares on the engine room. That was a terrible idea. As far as I know, there's still a troop targeting bug where when you throw a flare, they reposition, so don't do what I just did, because in the last update anyways, there was a bug. We did manage to get the win, but you notice that was my slowest time of the day. And these resources are going to be slightly useful, because now we can go forwards if we really wanted to, but for the second, we're just going to hang out here. We don't have to spend any other tokens at the moment. Don't upgrade your gunboat because you have nothing to spend those GBEs on. Don't go into 3 engine rooms until you start losing a little bit. For right now, going up there is just going to be facing rocket launchers and other defenses and crap, so just stick around in 2 until you plateau. That is going to be it, though. All this stuff, don't upgrade your flamethrowers or your machine guns. Just hang out, rush through people's bases, kick their butts, and while you're at it, if you have this proto troop workshop, just keep building all of those things. Keep all of the stuff going, fill it up, and that is all I can recommend for now, because right about now, like, you're probably going to be upgrading that bit by little bit, so make sure you build each of the troops first, because in 6 days you won't be able to build any of these troops again, at least for, I don't know, a week. I don't think we know how long those, what are they called, cycles are for quite yet. So what I've been doing is building it and then upgrading the building itself, just trying to get this up bit by stinking a little bit. And of course we're short on wood, but I do need to go get this boom pass right here, because A, the camo tickets, but more importantly, I'd have to get that Zooka skin, because come on, like, I use Zookas once in a while. Anyways, that is all for me. Thank you for, you know what, let's do it right now. Yeah, if you're all about warships, you can probably tune out right now. We're just gonna jump on forward. I am gonna spend these diamonds because the thought of going another second without that Zooka skin just sounds absolutely silly and ridiculous. And I have never jumped to the end of the boom pass, and a bunch of you say, like, Zed, how do we get to the end of the boom pass? I want to get all of those supply chests. And this is how you do it. Like, literally just throwing diamonds in, and then boom, shakalaka, just like that. You've got yourself that, and now I can get all the way to the end of this pass, which is not really the end, it's the artificial end, thanks to all of those diamonds. Now, Supercell might want to throw a claim all button in here, because now we've got all sorts of things, but more importantly, we have got that Zooka skin, and this is not the sneak peek, this is not the dev build, this is me using actual diamonds to get myself those beautiful, beautiful Canyoneer Zookas. So that is all from me. I can't wait to use these things in operations. I don't know how many people have seen them yet, but I guess I probably should attack something with them, just in case you haven't seen a sneak peek on these things. Here they are. We're going to get you out front. We'll get some of those out. And there are our Canyoneer Zookas doing all of the canyon things. I mean, the first skin on the small troop. Really, really glad that finally made it out. Doesn't really change your life necessarily, but I mean, those hats are worth it on their own. This is not Team Fortress 2 where we're collecting hats, but close enough, I do suppose. I will leave you there. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, but more importantly, with the patience. Right, this time of year is absolutely insane with both school and sports and life and everything in between. I've got 3 kids in school. I've got a wife who's a teacher, and I've got 3 kids who are playing high-level sports and life and academics and plus a job. And so Sadly, I am not a YouTuber by trade, so it means that I gotta go do the rest of my life. So thank you for all your patience, love, support. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.